रियलाइज अगर मैं एक काम मुझे एक चीज़ डिलीवर करनी थी और मेरे मेल कॉलीग को करनी है और मैं अगर नहीं कर पाई तो गिल्ट आ जाता है। ऑटो में इनबिल्ट गिल्ट सिस्टम है हर चीज़ के लिए। But guys, we all need to realize guilt is the most useless emotion. So somewhere, first guilt. Second, we need to like each other more. I know it's a very daft thing to say on Women's Day, but I really think women need to like women a little bit more. Women need to accept women a little bit more. Women need to mentor women a little bit more. जो हमें लगता है ना, so I was talking to my mom, who's a doctor. I asked her, I said, how many male bosses have you had? So she's a doctor, all of her in charges mostly have been men, and she's had only 1 or 2 women. So thereby, her thought process of how men are as bosses or as work has sort of been neutralized over 7 or 8 people, right? किसी में कुछ अच्छा है, किसी में कुछ अच्छा है. Whereas if you have just one woman as a boss or just one woman where you're working, your entire perception about the gender gets changed by that one woman. Therefore, you need more women in the workplace. We have been talking about Women's Day. The fact is there are only 16% women in the prominent workplaces or as decision makers. So yeah, first guilt, second like women a little bit more, understand women a little bit more, create women codes, we'll have to. We cannot move to an equal world. And third, to just understand, and this is possibly for every one of us, that we are perfect the way we are on this Wednesday evening at this point in time, which is 6:38. You're really perfect the way you are. We don't need to be smarter, we don't need to be prettier, we don't need to be thinner, we don't need to be a certain height. We're perfect the way we are. That's all I want to leave you with. Happy Women's Day. Thank you to all the men who let us be as well. We're absolutely finished without you. You're as equal as we are. But we need to believe we are equal as much as they are. Yes? Thank you guys. I know that was serious, but I thought I should say this. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for those inspiring words.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're also joined in by another qualified personality. I would ask you all to put your hands together to welcome Mrs. Sonal Goel. She is Secretary Government of Kerala. And I also request Ms. Rama Vijay, Treasurer PRSD, and Dr. Sarvesh Tiwari, Chairman PRSD, to felicitate our esteemed guests. Please join me on the dais, all of you. She is an IAS officer of the 2008 batch. She epitomizes the spirit of dedication and commitment towards betterment of our society, and she has dedicated herself to the service of our nation for over 15 years. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And ma'am, I request you to kindly share your thoughts with us. Please present the keynote address.
Namaste and a very pleasant good evening to everyone. My sincere apologies that I could not be here well on time, but it is immense pleasure and proud that on the occasion of International Women's Day, the organizations are celebrating. In fact, I would say that it is a kind of a reiteration of the fact that yes, we all need to keep celebrating, we all need to keep empowering, we all need to keep nurturing the females, the women power in our country. So a huge round of applause for everyone who has been dedicated and contributed towards this cause, and to all men and women, to all females who the adolescent girls who have always had their head highs, and all those who have supported their journey. I am very much sure the journey of each one of us who are present in this auspicious gathering today. Each one of us has had the share of challenges, have had the share of struggles, but what made us rose to the occasion, what made us achieve this excellence is our determination, is our grit, and definitely our own commitment and confidence and positive self-belief. So it is the positive self-belief that is the most essential if we actually want to move ahead in our lives. कोमल है कमजोर नहीं तू, कोमल है कमजोर नहीं तू, शक्ति का नाम ही नारी है। कोमल है कमजोर नहीं तू, शक्ति का नाम ही नारी है। जग को जीवन देने वाली तू सबसे बलशाली है। जग को जीवन देने वाली तू सबसे बलशाली है। A woman gives birth to a new life. She is definitely the most powerful on this earth. When we are celebrating the Women's Day, it is not only the 8th of March, it is each and every day we have to think upon that the present scenario in which we are talking about Viksit Bharat. Since I represent government, it has been almost 15-16 years that I worked in government. Prior to that, I was in private sector and I shifted from my corporate profile to the government just with an aim and ambition of serving the country, of doing something good for my society. So we need to reiterate, we need to reflect, and we definitely need to remind every day that yes, still everything is not good. Still society is not equal. Still we do not have gender parity. Whether we are talking about the workplaces, whether we are talking about the domestic home fronts, whether we are talking about any other kind of societal dimensions,